Well, gamers. This is. I feel like this news we're about to discuss to kick off the gaming news video here is probably going to be the biggest news story of 2023. Probably the biggest gaming news story of the year, and that is the fact that Rockstar Games, a company that has sold GTA 5 over 185 copies of the current GTA, the current GTA game that's been the main GTA game for like over a decade now, is about to get ready for their next adventure because Rockstar, well, it was obviously first confirmed by Jason Schreier, or first mentioned by Jason Schreier, that we were going to get some news from Rockstar about this new GTA. And Sam Houser, who is obviously the president and co-founder of Rockstar, finally came out today on the Rockstar social medias to say that we are going to be getting our first trailer for the new GTA, which obviously many of us are going to call it GTA 6 because we are very confident it's going to be GTA 6. The fact that GTA 6 is going to get its first official trailer next month in early December, basically meaning that we're now essentially 3 weeks from a potential trailer drop of GTA 6. Considering the fact that December is only 3 weeks away from now, just think about that. The fact that we are now essentially 3 weeks until we get our first official look at GTA 6 from Rockstar blows my mind. And the best thing about all of this is that this is all happening, that next month is essentially going to be the 25th anniversary of the company, because the obviously Rockstar was born in 1998, where he actually mentions that, in 1998, Rockstar was found as an idea that video games could be as essential to culture as any form of entertainment, and we hope that we can create games that you love in our effort to be a part of that evolution. So that's essentially how he sees this. He sees this as like another form of entertainment. Is essentially how he sees the new GTA, because they're basically big when it comes to that entertainment genre, and it's just exciting to me that we're essentially 3 weeks away until we get to see anything of GTA 6 from a Rockstar level. That's very exciting to me. The fact that we're now going to finally see GTA 6, and we're not, the fact that this is it. This is the trailer we've been waiting for is finally going to happen next month, and I can't wait. I honestly cannot wait to see this because, man, I miss the days when there's a new GTA game reveals, miss these times where Rockstar would announce a new GTA game. Man, it feels good to have these reveals again from Rockstar, and it feels so good to know that we're going to get a new GTA, and it could be it could be released within the next year or two. But I'm very excited. Very excited to see how long it will be until we get to see GTA 6. Hopefully, Hopefully, it will be in my hands. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but we'll see. But nevertheless, that is something to look forward to next month. The fact that GTA 6 is going to get its first reveal next month. On top of that, however, we do also know that next Monday, Jeff Keighley, being the host of the Game Awards, is going to be revealing the nominees for this year's Game Awards for 2023, where he has promised he's going to reveal all the nominees for the 38 categories during a live show that's going to be going out on the Game Awards website, and it'll be shown at 9 a.m. Pacific, 5 p.m. in the UK. And of course, following the broadcast, they will allow us, the viewers, to be able to vote for who we want to see as Game of the Year. So it won't be too long until we finally get to vote for our Game of the Year for 2023, which there's been lots of games this year: Spider-Man 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 16, Hogwarts Legacy, Diablo, and then you've got Tears of the Kingdom from Legend of Zelda, which has been huge in Nintendo. So there's a lot of contenders. So it'd be very interesting to see who is going to be up for that game of the year in 2023. Hopefully, we're going to get a really good winner this year. I hope. Fingers crossed, someone big is going to win. But yeah, we'll find out on Monday who's got the number, who's made it into the cut, because we'll finally know on Monday who's got that nomination for this year. On top of that, of course, we do also have, obviously, there's been a new PS5 update which you can download right away. There's also been a new PS5 advert that talks about horse racing, which has been a huge component for the advert. Also, there's been a teaser for the new Mass Effect where they show off a mastered N7 character, which has also led to a new teaser trailer that's just come out, which is called N7 Day 2023, which is for them to basically it's a 30-second trailer which shows a little snippet of the future. But yeah, so it's obviously in pre-production right now, so they're not really going to reveal anything more about the new Mass Effect, but it's nice to see that they're teasing the game still. Now, this was a bit of a surprise, but Nintendo recently announced that they're going to be doing a live-action version of, basically we are guaranteed to have a live-action version of Super Mario Bros. At some point. But as well as that, they're also promising to do a live-action version of Legend of Zelda down the road, where they're going to be funded by Sony. Sony Pictures are going to be funding the project of Legend of Zelda's and the Super Mario Bros. Live-action movies, where they mentioned that more than 50% of the project will be funded to Nintendo, and that Sony Pictures will make up the rest of it. They haven't said, of course, when you're going to be able to see these movies, because obviously they're keeping that under wraps. But yeah, it's nice to hear, and they've managed to get a director, Wes Ball, who's going to be directing the movies as they become live action. Obviously, he's the same director behind the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, which just got a trailer recently, recently revealed by Universal, which was obviously a big deal for them. But yeah, it's pretty nice to hear that Legend of Zelda is going to finally get a movie along with a live action Super Mario Bros. Which will so it's nice to hear that this legendary franchise from Nintendo that's done very, very well, especially with its latest game, Tears of the Kingdom, is now going to finally get a movie adoption very soon down the road by Nintendo, with the help of Sony, who's going to be funding the project. There's also been some heavily censors for Baldur's Gate 3 in Japan. Yes, they've been censoring that game very hard lately, which you can read in the conversation. You read in the link in the description if you want to read about what's going on with the whole Baldur's Gate situation in Japan. And then we also had obviously development has been cancelled from Revenant Hill, which is obviously an indie title that just got cancelled through development recently, which is very unfortunate that the game's not going to be able to make its way to will not be making its way to the scene, unfortunately. And also, good news for Dead by Daylight fans: the Stranger Things DLC is going to be returning. You can now get the DLC for under a tenner in the UK if you want to get your hands on it. But yeah, it's basically the Stranger Things characters as part of the Dead by Daylight world. If you're wanting to play as two major characters from the series, which is very nice for anybody who wants to check that out. So that is some news. Some other news that came out, and then on top of that, there's a new AI partnership with Microsoft that's come out with Xbox. As well as that, we've also got Lord of the Fallen. The developers behind Lord of the Fallen are planning some free content before the end of the year, which is going to include stability, performance, game save fixes, co-op and PvP improvements, balancing. And they're going to also increase the boss difficulty, and there's going to be some other things coming up, including they're going to also be working on a new quest line event that's going to be dropping, as well as some packs and stuff that will be releasing down the road. So definitely expect a lot of this stuff to be carried into 2024 because they're probably going to release it as we enter the new year, of course. So we can expect lots more support for Lords of the Fallen as we enter the new year, of course, which is the main, and obviously another major thing to take note of. Also, some very unfortunate news that Ubisoft had just lost 124 employees because of a reconstruction of the company, and that Assassin's Creed developers in Montreal, Ubisoft, have now been affected, meaning that, well, this is going to affect Assassin's Creed titles that are going to be releasing within the next year or two. So we're probably going to see some, there's probably a possibility that there's going to be probably some delays for the Assassin's Creed titles, which is very unfortunate. And also the Far Cry, I'll be interested to see what happens with Far Cry, considering that, you know, there's meant to be a new Far Cry next year that's going to be coming out with the new Nintendo Switch 2. Whether that gets delayed remains to be seen. But yeah, it's been reported that they lost about 2% of the workforce, and they've just removed 98% in calendar. So that is a lot of positions that have been removed. So they're talking about like roughly 2% of the workforce has been removed from there. So yeah, it's an estimated well, so yeah, it's pretty steep for Ubisoft right now about how the hell they're going to get the next Assassin's Creed title, Red and Far Cry 7 out the door. But we'll have to see what happens in the release prior, really, because it's all up in the air basically at this rate. And then also Microsoft are adding a feature to help track games that are leaving Xbox Game Pass now. So you're gonna have the option now to let you. So basically, there's going to be an option. There's going to be this feature very soon at Game where you'll be able to know when games are going to be leaving Game Pass, and then you'll be able to go to the store and buy that game if you want to be able to continue playing it, if you've been playing it on Game Pass. So if there's any games that you like on Game Pass that will be removed from the library, at least you'll be able to buy the game so you can keep playing, which is at least a good thing that they're doing that. And of course, there's been a lot of games that have been reduced, of course. It's all a part of a sale that's going on. If you want to get your hands on some games on the Xbox store, which is now obviously been receiving a lot of discounts lately, which is obviously a component, obviously. But there you go, really. And of course, Blizzard are also opening to the idea of StarCraft being revived under Microsoft, which I guess we'll have to wait and see if that ends up happening down the road. But nevertheless, thanks for definitely catch you guys next week when we'll have the reveal of the nominees for the 2023 Game Awards. And of course, I'm very excited about GTA 6, the fact that we're going to get our first trailer in just a few short weeks. I'm ready to, and I'm also going to be doing a reaction to the whole trailer as well, so definitely look out for that. Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next one.